Hello my loves, welcome to my channel. If you are new here and this is your first time visiting, welcome. Come on in, have a seat, and hit that subscribe button. If you are a returning family member, then be sure to watch till the end and then give me a like and a comment so that I know you like what I'm bringing. So guys, on today, we have a new series that I wanted to introduce to you guys entitled Faith and Wellness. We are going to learn to take care of our bodies God's way. Yes, God does speak to how we take care of the body He gave us. So we need to learn how to take care of our bodies God's way. The first thing we're going to talk about in this new series is food prep, meal prep. We know it's the beginning of the year. Everybody makes the new year resolution that, hey, I'm going to get in better shape. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to eat better and I'm going to cut out this and I'm going to cut out that. But do we ever do it? Sometimes, but then by March, April, we kind of fall off the bandwagon, right? So what I wanted to do for you guys is kind of give you the encouragement to keep going. I want to show you guys how I meal prep for my family for an entire week. And when I say week, I don't mean from Sunday to Saturday. I actually mean the work week, Monday through Friday. So I'm going to take you guys into my kitchen and I'm going to show you how to meal prep for 5 days for both lunch, dinner, snacks in between, breakfast in the beginning, and a snack at night because you know we like to snack. So I'm going to take you into my kitchen and I'm going to show you exactly what I do. Now, this meal prep is to get you in the planning mood. The planning mode is not necessarily going to be all geared towards weight loss. However, we are cutting calories. We are making healthier choices. Are they the healthiest choices we can make? No. But are they healthier than the choices we usually make? Definitely. So I want you guys to join me in my kitchen. Follow along as always. Everything I use will be in the description box below. We're going to learn how to take care of our bodies God's way. So family, starting off, what I'm going to be making is my breakfast muffins. I'm going to do about 10 eggs. I'm going to ground up some ground turkey. I'm going to add some frozen spinach and I'm going to season it to taste. These are a quick, easy way to have breakfast in the morning. You just pop one in the microwave or pop two in the microwave if you want, and then you're good to go. So keep watching to see how I make this. Okay guys, so I want you to know that I am making everything like I would normally make it. I'm not just doing this for content purposes or video purposes. So I'm not going to be making everything in order. I'm going to go ahead and make these up and then I'm going to pop them into the oven and start on something else. And then we'll come back for the finishing product at the end. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and ground up my ground turkey. Is 85% lean, 15% fat, and I'm going to be using salt-free seasoning. My husband and I did a month of no salt cooking. So this is why I'm using this seasoning. So we're on the last week of using no salt. So the next time you see a meal prep video, we will definitely be using salt in our diet. So I want you guys to stay tuned, keep watching, see how I do it. And then we're just gonna jump to the next recipe. All right, so now that I've got that mixed up, I'm gonna get my muffin pan ready. I always spray my pan with olive oil. I don't don't know. I just feel like it makes a difference, you know, how things come out. You can do this or you cannot do this. It's totally up to you. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill each of the holes with all of the ingredients I have in my bowl. You see I have some left, but I'm going to go ahead and fill that up, and this is how it looks. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that right in the oven on 350 for as long as I possibly can. Now here we have some steaks. I decided to give my husband a treat for the week, and I had him to grill me up some steaks. I love my husband's steaks. I seasoned them well, of course, and then I'm just gonna do one for each of us. I'm not gonna go, you know, too crazy, and I'm gonna put that pair that actually with some sweet potatoes. So what I'm doing, these are just some great value sweet potatoes. They were already chopped up, so you don't have to do any chopping. I'm going to add some olive oil to the pan, and then I'm going to mix that up. I'm not going to put any of my seasonings on the sweet potatoes before I put them in the oven, because I feel like the seasonings just burn and it doesn't really give it the taste that I want. So I'm going to wait till after they come out of the oven, and then I'm going to season them with cinnamon. Now you can add a little salt and a little sugar, but again, remember, we are doing a no salt challenge, and this is our last week, so I did not add salt. You can add salt if you like. So keep watching, guys. Right, so another one of the prepared dinners that I planned is salmon. This is the salmon with the skin on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna choose my seasonings. Again, I'm doing salt free, so I chose my seasonings and I season liberally because there's no salt and we're used to salt. So I made sure to season very well. After I finish seasoning, I'm going to add a little water to the pan. I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil, and I'm going to pop that right into the oven on 350 alongside my, what did I make first? Alongside my breakfast muffins and my sweet potatoes. So I'm just gonna pop that right in there. You know, usually you can fit about 4 pans in the oven at a time, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take advantage of all the space, and I'm gonna pop that right on in the oven. Keep watching. So now that we have that in the oven, I'm gonna start on our next meal, and it's gonna be chicken, just plain chicken breast. They're boneless. They're about 4 ounces each, and some beans. I love beans. This time, however, instead of doing them on the stove, which you know you guys can, I'm gonna do them in the same pan that I'm doing my chicken. I have my chicken in aluminum foil because I just prefer to do it that way. I'm gonna season everything liberally, again, because there's no salt, so we have to make sure it's seasoned really well. I'm gonna season the chicken with the same seasonings I'm seasoning the greens with. I'm gonna do that on both sides. I'm gonna put a little water in the chicken, and then I'm gonna cover everything with aluminum foil and pop that into the oven. And then we will take out our breakfast muffins and we'll see what we got. So keep watching. And voila, guys, these are our breakfast muffins. They are so good. They smell so good. My husband was trying to eat them beforehand. They smelled that good. So what I'm gonna do is just pop these into our meal prep container so that I can just pop it out, put it in the microwave, and go. Keep watching. And now our sweet potatoes are done. So I'm gonna do exactly what I told you. I'm gonna season them liberally with some cinnamon. I did end up adding some a little sugar because my husband loves the sweet potatoes a certain way. And then I'm gonna add that to our steak. And this is our meal for that day: steak and sweet potatoes. Nothing else, no rice, no broccoli, no nothing. I am making us green drinks at the smoothie, so he will have his greens and so would I. So our next thing is I'm going to do some tilapia. I'm going to season it again liberally and very well. This time I'm using the Creole seasoning. It was absolutely delicious. My husband loved it. This is now one of his favorite dishes, so more than likely you'll be seeing me make this often. So I'm going to season it on both sides. I'm going to add a little water to the pan, and I'm going to cover that with aluminum foil and pop that into the oven. Keep watching. While our fish was being popped in the oven, our salmon was being ready. It was being ready. That is not how you say that, but you guys get it. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and pop these into the tray. And I know you guys are thinking, well, that's not much food, but that's the point. So we're gonna carry on, and we're going to have some pasta salad. Now I'm gonna boil the water. I always add oil to my water. It just helps the noodles not stick together or stick to the pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump those in there and bring that to a boil. Now I love pasta. I can eat pasta all day. I know it's not the healthiest, but like I said, we can be healthier, but we're being healthier than we usually are, right? Okay, so our chicken and our beans are now done. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and add that to our meal prep containers. And as you can see, they look really seasoned. They look seasoned really well, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and add that, and then I'm gonna add some of that juice on top. You know, we want all the flavor we can get because we're not using salt. So my pasta is done. I've already added it to the bowls. I'm gonna cut up some cucumber. Now I did add a little shrimp into the meal prep containers. I know if you are Bible believing, then you know you have some doubts about shrimp, you know, all of that I'm not going to get into, but I did add some shrimp to there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put our fish into the meal prep containers because it was done as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and prepare my sides. Now for my sides, I'm going to do broccoli florets, and I'm gonna do the jasmine brown rice, and I'm gonna add this to more than one container. So keep watching, guys. So while our sides are preparing, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare our snacks for the week. I'm gonna do some celery with some apples. I have some rice cakes, and then I'm gonna mix that with some almond butter. Now I can't eat peanut butter because I'm allergic to peanuts, but I can do almond butter. So I'm gonna put this into the containers, and this is actually just for me. My husband just prefers just fruit, you know, apples, oranges, anything like that he can, you know, grab even quicker. But I want it to be a little extra, and I, you know, needed a little sweet in my life, so I decided to do almond butter. This almond butter, however, does not have salt or sugar in it. Right, so it wasn't sweet at all. I got the sweetness that I needed from the apples. So the rice cakes are 60 calories per rice cake. So I want you guys to realize that one cake is 60 calories. So I don't want you to go too crazy with these. Just eat them in moderation. So now that our rice and our broccoli are done, I'm going to add those to the bowls so that we can complete our meal prep. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is make some kind of my plate on spinach dip, or healthy spinach dip. I'm gonna add some of that Parmesan. I got some frozen spinach and I got some cream, and I'm just gonna mix that up well, and I'm gonna add that to our tilapia, or no, our salmon, I'm sorry. And this is what I came up with, guys. This is all I have for you on a day. Remember, if you have not already, to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you later. God bless.